Julius Caesar, he first touched down in Egypt a few years back before 44 BC. Right. And this was a time with Cleopatra going through a civil war, fighting against her brother, power for the throne.
Right, in Egypt.
In Egypt. So Julius Caesar, he arrives to Egypt. He backs Cleopatra. Cleopatra ends up winning the civil war against her brother. She ends up being the leader. They have a love affair.
Oh, Caesar and Cleopatra?
Yep, Caesar and Cleopatra. I love affair.
That's something like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That's some like Romeo and Juliet, like two powerhouses coming together.
And before Rock Nation.
and they have a son. And she names the son Caesarion, called him Little Caesar.
That's hard.
Caesarion. But Julius Caesar never claimed. After the assassination of Julius Caesar, Cleopatra is hoping that he would give the throne to Caesarion, and that would bring together the Roman Empire, the Egyptian Empire. But he gave it to his adopted son, Octavian. The reason why he was assassinated was because they didn't want him to become the first king or emperor. It was still a republic at the time.
Right.
So after Octavian was the next in line, another civil war broke out. Octavian ended up winning. He becomes the first emperor of Rome, the first one with absolute power. He ended up being Augustus. And then not only that, so after he wins Mark Antony, have you ever heard the name Mark Antony?
Yeah.
He was one of somebody on the side of Julius Caesar, one of his confidants or whatever. He flees down to Egypt after that. So Augustus declares war on Cleopatra. Octavian trying to invade Egypt. Mark Antony and Cleopatra end up offing themselves as they're closing in.
God damn.
In 30 BC. Now we have Octavian, who is Augustus. Now they have total control of Egypt.
I always heard, didn't Cleopatra like slit her wrist in a bathtub or some shit like that?